Okay, we're back. So, a few things I've changed. I've changed the mouse speed, and I've locked my cursor in the window because last episode, as you saw, there was a little bit of an edit, which I don't like editing my Let's Plays. They're just what you see is what you get.
Do not hold back.
The light, take you.
Can we loot these things? Oh, okay. If there's an eye, I guess no loot. But yeah, I made the mouse speed, the mouse a little bit faster. All right, let's try and take these on in this mode. Oh shit, that guy's spitting.
You are today's sacrifice.
Nice. Okay. Bro, beautiful area. What's this? Holy crap. Braces of armor. Heals. A light mace. Okay. Where the hell do we go then? Up here. I'm going back turn-based mode. Oh my god. You, darling, heal her. Good heal. Love that. Love that from you. Oh no!
They are the darkness.
That's fine. Everything's fine. Zap him. Yeah, you are way... Okay, way back there. No! There's no shot he just got one shot. Bro, does he actually have 1 HP? How? Is he bugged? I really hope he's not bugged. 17 con, 17 strength. What? Where's this helpless thing? What the hell is that? What the hell is that? He's level 0? I'm so confused. All these minuses. I don't get it. I do not get it. Nice hit. Why is he... Why is he so low? Nice hit. No shot. Oh, I should have focused the bug. That's fine, that's fine. Can I not? Okay, this should be okay as well. What is going on? What the hell's happening? Why can't I... I have no idea what I've done. Alright. We need this.
Go for their hearts!
Oh my god.
Into the fray!
Let's go. Holy crap. Got yeeted into the shadow realm. Oh, Anevia's helping. Let's go. Oh, hell yeah, Anevia. What the hell? She was like, yeah, these guys are idiots. I'll help. Oh, he leveled up. Okay. Maybe I was meant to do this. Oh, animal companions level up. Wait, was it like this in the last game? Okay, this adds trip, which is insane. We know trip's insane. That makes sense. Some creatures can't be tripped. Oh, this is actually its archetype and everything. Wait, what? Bull rush. Force attempts to push an opponent straight back. Eh. Oh, that's really good. I don't know what, like... I don't know what his build will be. Not his build, I don't know what his, Bully sounds good. Bulwark sounds like he's going to be tanky. I do want him to be tanky. There's no shot this guy's going to be like a... that guy. Though a living creature, Death Touch Companion reacts to positive and negative energy as if we're undead. Why would I do that? Ooh. Speed would be good. Sunder armor. The target loses its bonus from armor for 1 round. Damn. What stops that though? Spell is it? No. What? It's touch. It's a touch attack. That sounds insanely good. But I'm gonna go boring and be bully. Well, what else is in Rekka? Excuse me. Does bully get multi-attack? No. Damn. Oh hell yeah, we'll do bleed then. Yeah, let's make him like a DPS Giga Chad. Okay. Cool. Wait, what the hell? They're actually a companion. Perception just makes sense. Imagine you can pick locks. Is this going to stack with me? Like count as me having it? He's a strength boy, so let's give him athletics. Perception, go on then. Bro, this is crazy. Okay, I didn't expect this, man. I don't know what light barding is. I forgot what it is. In melee, every time you miss because of concealment, you can re-roll. We'll have to see if concealment's a big thing in this game. Especially hard to kill when your hit point total is below 0. You are not killed. You can fight on for one more round. Let's do bonus. No. Add your strength modifier to persuasion. No. Iron will. Power attack. There we go. And power attack leads to cleave, I believe. There it is. Now, it is going to be hard for him to cleave, now that I think about it, because he's probably got no range. How do we get bull rush like that? Plus 3 hit points. Screw it, let's get power attack. Name? Ernie. His birthday's the same as mine. It was meant to be. Bro, I can't believe you can... why can't I do portraits for Ernie? There we go. So he's a there we go. So I must have had to do this ages ago. Oh, okay, I get it. The aggressor's first attack in every round. Cool. That sounds good to me. He's got a lot of strength, so he's going to hit hard, right? He's strong and tanky. What more could I ask for? I can't believe I just made a bloody... let's go. Alright, so all I had to do was level him up. That's fine. Oh, what's this? Is this the way we've got to go? Yes. F5. See some monsters there. Sorry, I haven't played in ages, so I'm all over the place. Inventory. Okay, here we go. I have no idea what this is. Just scales and stuff. Wait, he can wear stuff like this? There's no way that does work. Oh my god. That's hilarious. Okay. Are you wearing armor? You are, my dear. She looks badass. She likes her enlarged potion stuff, doesn't she? Oh, hell yeah. That lasts an hour? Mage armor lasts an hour? Damn. I was about to say, should I put this on, but I can't.
I will not falter. We will prevail.
Damn, I thought I shot. We're not flat-footed though, right?
The inheritor, guide my blade.
Charge! 16! Oh my god, Ernie. Now we're talking, bro. Now we're talking.
I'll cut you wide open.
Okay. Yeah, she just says 1d6. No bonuses, nothing. That's shooting into combat, bro.
The light, take you.
Let's go. Skinning failed.
Godspeed.
All right, mate.
No, I can't just walk away. It's got to be here somewhere.
What the hell is this? You struggle to make out the man's features in the gloom. As soon as he steps into the circle of light, however, you realize that you have never encountered a creature like this before. The stranger looks like the work of a vivisectionist who attempted to stitch together a lizard and a man. And that man has goat horn. So he's a tiefling?
When to walk?
I just killed you. Did I just kill his friend? What the?
Lan, did you find it? Who is that?
What? Who it? The woman just looks as strange as her companion. Like a cross between a cat and a spider. When she catches sight of you, she immediately drops into a fighting stance. Her movements reveal the lethal grace of a wild predator.
The do-gooders here to save our mongrel souls, no doubt. Wait. They might know what's going on up there.
Demons are laying waste to Canabras.
If things are as bad as you say, then we all have to hurry.
You didn't come from the direction of the shield maze. Damn it. I couldn't care less about what's happening on the surface, but the maze.
I realize that you guys have your own troubles, but we need to be in Canabras. People are dying up there. Please, show us the way out.
Who are you? Tieflings?
Tieflings are the descendants of people who sullied themselves by mating with demons. Our ancestors would never sink that low. We are the underground crusaders, the children of the Crusades' finest.
Oh, okay. So your ancestors only, you know, liked mating with goats and lizards and spiders, one would assume.
Sadly, Underground Crusaders is a bit of a mouthful, so people usually just call us mongrels.
You just love repeating that, don't you, Lan? Mongrels. That's what the Uplanders call us. But we call ourselves Neathers.
No matter what you call us, it's not gonna stop our horns, hooves, or tails from growing.
Okay. I've never heard of Underground Crusade. What an interesting couple of characters.
In Canabras, they're called mongrels. People say that they come up to the surface at night and eat anyone foolish enough to wander alone after midnight. To tell you the truth, I thought you guys were just a tale to tell kids at night.
That's human gratitude for you. Our forefathers suffered the consequences of demonic corruption, all to protect Mendev and Golarion. And for what? So we could become monsters used to frighten children.
Land defined by its conflict. People of this beleaguered land are locked in a constant struggle. Okay.
Every mongrel has their own take on it. Our chief, for example, thinks of us as something like a reserve military force. He thinks we're standing by until the moment we're needed, and when we emerge on the surface and save the day, all the people will see how good we are, and they'll love us for it. Yeah, he leaves that last part out when he talks about it, of course, but it's easy enough to read between the lines.
Huh. What are you doing here? Well, what is this place?
This is the hall where we remember the glory of our forebears. Sorry about the mess. It doesn't usually look like this, trust me. Sometimes we even wipe the dust off the exhibits.
This is where the relics of the first Crusaders are displayed. Our lives are short. Our glories are quickly forgotten. But this place helps us to remember that we are just as worthy as anyone else. And that our lives are not lived in vain.
I like her, and I like the spite she seems to have for people who don't, respect them.
The first Crusaders? You've been down here that long? That's crazy.
What are you doing here?
That's none of your bit.
We're looking for a holy sword. It was here, in the center, sticking out of a rock. The
Classic.
sooner we find it, the better. Some kids from our tribe took off for the shield maze. They figured it had collapsed, and now it's their time to go up to the surface, like all the legends foretold. Except they don't have a clue what's waiting for them up there. They're not fighters. And Saul, the chief of our tribe, is dead set against it. He says that now isn't the time for the Underground Crusaders to take up arms. If we get the Holy Sword, we might be able to change the chief's mind.
It's a fool's errand. None of us will be able to hold the sword, let alone use it to save anyone.
Oh, I have a feeling I will.
It's made from righteous heavenly flame and will burn anyone who touches it.
Am I the chosen one?
Special Lan.
Unless this Lan is, that would be really cool. Oh, we know him. Okay.
I'll pick it up with my teeth and tie it to my hand if I have to. It doesn't matter. An angel's sword and a troop of stalwart mongrels will be able to work a minor miracle. Speaking of which, you're still here, Wendu, which means that deep down, you know it's possible.
He's almost got an anime dub voice, but it's not that bad. It is an interesting voice, though. I don't know, man. Do you know what I mean? I like her as well, and super intrigued by these two. Maze? Does it really lead to the surface?
Yes. There are other ways up, but they are far from here. And after the earthquakes, there's a good chance they've collapsed. But the maze... There's a legend among our people that when the walls of the maze fall, that will be a signal for us, the Underground Crusaders. that the time has come to go up to the surface and fight the demons in the final confrontation. Until then, the people say the maze is shielding us from taking rash actions. I'm the only one in our whole tribe to have been in the maze, and even I don't know if it's true. But the further I went in the maze, the fresher the air became.
Cool.
That means that it really must lead to the surface.
Brilliant voice acting from her.
When the ceiling and walls started shaking, the young ones in our tribe lost their heads. They figured the maze was going to collapse, so it was time to go up to the surface. They grabbed whatever weapons were on hand and ran off toward the maze. They think the maze is no longer a danger to them. They've been listening to Wendwog too much.
Wendwog.
Don't try to blame this on me. Yes, I told them that our people are capable of making our way through the maze. In the future. But I always told them to wait until I had made a map of all the maze's dangers. I warned them 100 times. But it was no use. My words just went in one ear and out the other.
A sword of holy flame? How did it wind up down here?
It came here with its owner. A long time ago. 50,000 gongs to be precise.
Damn.
70 years ago, in Uplander time.
Oh.
50,000 gongs ago, our forebears found a dead angel here, along with the bodies of his comrades. The tribe gave them a dignified burial, and they were laid to rest with their weapons.
God, the lore in this world.
The flaming angelic sword was stuck in a rock, and no one was able to pull it out. It burned to the touch, like real fire. So the rock was placed over the angel's grave. It should be here somewhere.
Oh man, I hope I'm the chosen one.
Maybe the angel will dig himself out and find the sword for us. That might be our best shot in this chaos.
Chaos!
Lan, watch your tongue.
We'll find the sword faster if we work together. I'll help you.
Thanks. An extra pair of eyes can only help.
She's not gonna like
This sword
that.
will be easy enough to spot. It looks, swordy.
Yeah.
And in return, we'll get you out of here.
Now we're talking. Let's get to work. It's a good thing we all bumped into each other, isn't it?
What, you want to find the sword quickly so the underground monsters bring you back to the surface? So be it.
Oh, damn, I thought they were gonna be in our party. There's no way they're hiding this behind a skill check. There's no way the game would do that. Cool.
Found anything?
Oh my god, you can just kill them?
No, what is that?
I've made it to pause when we find this stuff. Because in Kingmaker, a ton of time would find it and then I'd lose it when I was running. Like the pink would go and it'd be hard to find.
What do we have here?
Oh, here we go. Oh shit! Ernie, pull it, you're the chosen one. King Arthur vibes, let's go. Here we go. Day 16, month Arodus. Year 4715. A strange flash pierces the gloom and Tarek Sylvan feels drops of searing blood run down his chest. The wound healed by Perendelev reopens and weeps scarlet. But there is no pain or weakness. A hazy scene appears. A cave chamber. This one or another one entirely. Tarek Sylvan's heartbeat quickens and a stream of thoughts suddenly bursts into his mind. Thoughts that clearly belong to another. Treachery. They betrayed me, trapped me and stabbed me in the back. My trusted allies, my treasured friends, the people I swore to protect, the people for whom I descended from heaven and came to this turbulent mortal world. There they are, up ahead in the gloom of the cave. What are they waiting for? Are they afraid to draw any closer? Do they believe I am about to die from their traitorous blows? Next to me, a quiet moan. A girl with a golden braid lies on the rocks, clutching her slashed side. She refused to join with the traitors and paid dearly for it. I could have tried to run, but I will not. Whilst I still have strength, I must. While recognizing the foreign origin of these forts, Tarek Sylvain intuits that he can control them somehow. What? So it seems like we're following this angel's past. Heal the wounded girl. A spark of healing magic illuminates the eerie, murky scene before Tarek. The wounded girl opens her eyes and whispers, Lariel, you said that everything was going to change soon. You said you and the other warriors of heaven would be leaving us on a grand mission to stop the demons forever. Is that true? The frenzy of foreign thoughts comes faster and faster like a rushing river, and images flash by one after another. Priestess in colourful robes observing the stars, a young female paladin praying, clutching her glowing sword, a majestic golden-winged angel gazing into the distance, his face covered by a helmet, but his voice ringing clear. Only if you're willing and only if you're ready, there is no going back. Then don't waste your strength healing me, the girl whispers. Your mission is more important. You take care. It is near. There in the vision, the darkness in the cave stirs into motion. Something massive appears from within its depths. A vague shadow, an outline. A nightmare comes to life. A wave of odious chirruping and rustling emanates from the shadow. The sound piercing like hot irons lancing through flesh and bone. The traitors fall to their knees before the shadow, in reverent ecstasy, and the wounded girl thrashes in her death throes. The yawning chest wound burns white hot. Tarek Sylvain's head pounds with pain, and it is no longer clear whose pain it is. The person called Lariel, who sent this vision, or the one unlucky enough to receive it. Bro, this is so interesting. Okay. We go with the +3, but Tarek Sylvain is determined to fight off the illusion. Nice. Roll the 10. The force of the attack, though originating in a vision, is terrifying, but Tarek Sylvain is stronger. He shakes off the pain and torpor, but alas, the one who sent the vision cannot claim the same. He is broken and exhausted. A monstrous shadow emerges from the murk of the cave. It is not real, it exists only in this strange vision or memory, but the thrill of fear it provokes is more than real. The shadow's features starkly resemble those of Descari, the terrifying demon lord. In a movement as swift as thought itself, the monster's hand is wrapped around the throat of the one they called Lariel. The foolish angel struggling on the rocks like a fly with its wings torn off. Intones the shadow, its voice changes as it's moved, shifting from a quiet whispering to a sonorous shout, becoming young then old and quavering. Where is your goddess, angel? Where is her self-assured herald? How is it that you are dying here alone, so far from the light of your heaven? Damn, this is a lot! A strange calm envelops the thoughts of the one called Lariel. He recognizes who stands before him, and he knows he will never bow down before this enemy. The flaming sword flares to life in his hand, bright, pure, flickering with multicolored sparks like a sunbeam through stained glass. Slash. The blade slices through the demonic creature's flesh, and the monster recoils with a howl, releasing his grip on Lariel's throat. The angel falls back heavily on the rack. His vitality is ebbing, but his pride remains undiminished. He grips the sword and with his last burst of strength, plunges it into the rock. Tarek Sylvain senses that the vision is fading, the rush of thoughts diminishing like a river running dry. the last things he hears is this. You will kill me, monster. This I know. But one day, someone will come here and raise up my sword. They will raise it up and save and protect the innocent. They will raise it up and punish evildoers and traitors. I'm all about protecting the innocent and saving people. So it seems that the sword hurt Dilskani, or whatever the hell his name is. The frickin' praying mantis, bro. The vision disappears, vanishing in a burst of colours. Tardak does not hear the final words, but he seems to complete the thought. Taking it to heart, the words fly from his lips, and with them something else. The heat blazing in Tardak's chest fades away. The edges of the scarlet wound close, leaving not even a scar behind. Looking down, Tardak sees the flaming sword in his hand, or rather, its outline, the memory of what the sword looked like. With a final surge of warm and soothing light, the sword vanishes, and as light is drawn into his hand, Tardak senses that it will return. All he needs to do is call it. What the hell just happened? I am the chosen one.
Are you alright? You were kinda glowing just now.
Yeah, I've got a new moisturizer. I look good, right? It's so I moisturize my bald head. Oh, it makes sense that she'd do that.
That was it. The light of heaven. But how?
What did you do with it? Where did it go?
I think I saw the memories of Lariel the angel who died here.
Lariel? That really was Lariel? The angel from the legends. The ancestors even got his name right on the gravestone.
That is so cool. How
The
do you
chief will be
think of that
thrilled.
stuff? Who thought of all this?
You. Thousands of gongs and no one's been able to touch it. And now you, an ordinary creature of flesh and blood,
You mad?
no different to us, get the sword and start talking about visions.
Now, Wentawag, don't be a sore loser.
True.
He is clearly different from us. The sword appeared before him, along with the angel's name and all that other stuff.
I'm a
Because
sorcerer.
he doesn't carry our mongrel taint. Heaven doesn't give a damn how special we are.
Oh,
We're
no.
born with evil inside us. Heaven doesn't need to know any more than that.
No.
I know you're willing to tear anyone apart to uphold our people's honor, but you and Sol, you just refuse to face the truth. We are the way we are because our ancestors' bodies were corrupted by the abyss. It does the same thing to plants and animals. There's nothing heroic or special about it. It doesn't make us better, and it doesn't make us worthier.
You saw it too, the traitors, the dying girl.
It's only us here. Your group, you, me, Wendu, and the light of heaven that sort of got, sucked into you. Any chance you can whip it out again?
Phrasing,
you
bro.
Kinda need it.
Phrasing. But yeah, I'll whip it out.
Sorry, I crack jokes when I get nervous, and when I'm upset, and when I'm happy. Anyway, what I said, it came out wrong. We need to bring you to Chief Sol. You can show everyone the light of heaven, we'll rally the tribe and go into the maze, and we'll get back our kin.
And what if he can't make it happen a second time? What then? The tribe will just say we're crazy and turn its back on us.
It's time to whip it out, I guess. What is Angel Mythic Path, Light of Heaven? Oh, required. Okay, I guess that's what I just got. It seems I can control it.
That is just... wow, I mean, that's amazing.
Stop it.
Heaven
Ladies,
has
ladies.
truly blessed you.
Ladies. I'm not gonna lie, if I got this in real life, like, the ego, yeah, I'd probably use it. We'd all use it for bad, let's be honest.
This power, is the most majestic thing I've ever seen.
Not
in
bad,
my
but just, you
life.
know, naughty.
Is this what the sun is like, Lan?
Ladies. Oh, they've never. Oh, bless her. She's never seen the sun. Oh, that voice acting was sad, man.
Yes, it's similar, but this light is more golden. Chief Saul needs to see this. Now that we have the power of angels on our side, he can't say no. He'll have to assemble a troop to storm the maze. You Uplanders care about your kids, right?
No.
Help us save ours. Without them, we won't survive.
Oh, bless
and
him.
then, the perils of the maze won't be so bad if we go together. We'll make our way through it and find the way to Canabras.
Okay. Lead us to your chief and I'll decide if I'm going to help you or not. No, we're going to help.
Let's go. We'll take the short route. Well, the only route, really.
Now what is that?
Cool. The plot thickens.